I can't even count how many years I've spent contracting now. And let me tell you, I have seen my fair share of bathroom designs. The good, the bad, and the downright puzzling. Today, I want to share the top 10 bathroom design fails I keep seeing and how to fix them. So you're gonna have to watch to the end if you want those insider tips and tricks. So whether you're thinking of completely redoing your bathroom or you just want to give a quick refresh, these tips will help you dodge some pretty common headaches that can really mess with how your bathroom looks and works. Let's kick things off with what I consider the most crucial aspect of bathroom design: proper water management and ventilation. I'll say that again, ventilation. You see, bathrooms are unique spaces and they constantly deal with moisture. And if you don't get that right, you're setting yourself up for some serious headaches down the line. I've learned this lesson the hard way. And in case you didn't know already, fixing a moisture-related problem can be incredibly expensive. Here's the thing, standard bathroom fans usually just meet a bare minimum requirement. And if you eat the way I do, you don't want the bare minimum requirement. Trust me, that's a joke. As a contractor, I used to focus more on how things would look in my portfolio rather than their practical functionality, which made for beautiful spaces, but not always the best for function. My experience has taught me that basic bathroom fans often struggle to keep up with daily use. Get what I'm saying? Especially when multiple people are using the same bathroom throughout the day. God bless them. Do you want to know my professional secret? Always go for the biggest fan you can find. Look for ones rated in cubic feet per minute or cubic meters per hour, depending on where you live. The best ones are typically inline fans. They're larger, they need their own housing, they're a little bit more to install, but they are usually 5 times more powerful than a standard fan without being significantly louder. So it's really a no-brainer, and especially during a remodel, that's my suggestion. Next mistake, cluttered design chaos. Now, when I mean cluttered, I'm not talking about a collection of your bath products or your wife's makeup or whatever it is that's on the counters, though I'll get to that in a second when we talk about storage. I'm referring to what in the contracting design world we call too many design elements competing for attention, creating a chaotic and overwhelming space. It's a common mistake I see, especially with first-time designers who fall in love with multiple finishes in a showroom, only to find that they really don't work together in reality. So let me share a secret that will save you from this trap. Limit yourself to a restrained color palette. I'm talking 1 or 2 main materials or colors, maybe 3 if you're feeling really confident. Want to make a statement? Choose 1 focal point for your bathroom. It could be a stunning tub, an elegant vanity. It could be a designer faucet or a section of patterned tiles highlighting your shower area. Let everything else serve as a backdrop. It's like plating a fine meal. You wouldn't want to overwhelm your plate with too many competing flavors. But hey, there's one thing that can quickly turn a beautiful bathroom into a cluttered mess, and that is insignificant storage. That mistake is number 3. We often forget how many items need a home in our bathroom beyond obvious fixtures. Without proper storage solutions, these items can end up scattered across every available surface, collecting dust, and in poorly ventilated spaces, potentially even mold. Here's the good news. You don't always need to complete remodel to improve storage situation. There's so many options. For example, if you got a pedestal sink, they make pedestal specific cabinets and storage items that go around these. So these will help your storage similar to a vanity unit without requiring to replace your existing sink. But the absolute champion of bathroom storage, in my opinion, is the medicine cabinet. These brilliant wall pieces combine you with a mirror, a shallow wall cabinet about the depth of a soap bottle, and it makes particularly effective at eye level placement. It's easy to access, organized, plus they utilize wall space that's usually covered up with a plain mirror. For these, working with a bigger budget, switching to a vanity unit with drawers can transform your storage capabilities. But if these options aren't feasible, don't underestimate the power of shelving. Modern shelving, floating shelving, nanotape shelving systems. These are all surprisingly strong and very useful. We're talking strong enough to hold a stack of bricks on some of these new adhesive, and they stick well to tiled surfaces. Now let's talk about mirrors. These are bathroom essentials that serve double duty. They're not just for checking your appearance, even though that's important. They're powerful tools for making a space feel larger or brighter. One of the biggest mistakes I see, installing mirrors that are too small for the space. Your mirror should be proportionate to your vanity and mounted at a height that works for all household members. But in smaller bathrooms, going to bigger mirrors can dramatically transform the space. So when planning a remodel, factor in the cost of a proper mirror or mirrored medicine cabinet, like I mentioned earlier, and have that ready within your budget. Dollar for dollar, they offer and provide more impact than expensive tiles or finishes. For the permanent large mirror, it's better if you do those in powder rooms or shower rooms. They can effectively double the perceived space and reduce the need for additional wall treatments. It's one of those investments that significantly increases a room's appeal, as bathrooms are one space where large mirrors are always welcome. Now let's shine a little light on one of the most overlooked aspects of a bathroom design: proper lighting. Unlike other rooms in your home, your bathroom needs to be a workspace, particularly for grooming and applying makeup. Getting the lighting wrong here can have frustrating consequences, from missed spots while shaving to makeup that looks perfect in your bathroom, but not right in the daylight. So what makes good bathroom lighting? It's not just about brightness. You need to consider three key factors: temperature, softness, and direction. Unlike your living room, bedroom, where warm, cozy lighting works best, your bathroom benefits from a natural daylight simulation, typically around 3,000 to 4,000 Kelvin. But don't rely solely on overhead spotlights. While they're convenient and pretty easy to install, they create harsh shadows and unflattering light. Consider wall-mounted sconces on either side of your vanity. These provide even, flattering light for your face. And if you have enough wall space, you can look for that medicine cabinet that I spoke of earlier with integrated LED strips. Combine these with strategic overhead lighting in the shower, and you can achieve a perfect balance of task and ambient lighting. Next mistake can be your daily cleaning routine nightmare. Choosing materials based on looks alone without considering the practicality in a wet environment. Take black fixtures, for example. They look absolutely stunning in showrooms and on social media photos or videos. But here's the reality. Just like a black car shows every speck of dust, black bathroom fixtures reveal every water spot and fingerprint, not to mention makeup dust. This does not mean you shouldn't choose black fixtures. They can look incredible, but you need to be realistic with the maintenance they require. The same principle applies to chrome finishes, though to a lesser extent. In my own homes, I've found that nickel and stainless steel fixtures are more forgiving as they more closely match the appearance of water spots. It may sound like a small detail, but trust me, it makes a huge difference in daily life, especially in frequently wet areas like showers. When it comes to flooring, avoid the temptation of light-colored grout lines unless you're prepared for frequent cleaning sessions. Dark floor finishes tend to be more forgiving, hiding hair and daily dirt better between cleaning sessions. And if you're doing a full remodel, consider wall-hung fixtures like toilets. They not only eliminate hard-to-clean corners, but they also create the illusion of more space by keeping the floor visible underneath. Now let's talk about outlets. In our increasingly connected world, bathroom outlets have become more important than ever. It's not just about plugging in your hair dryer anymore. We're talking about electric toothbrushes, smart toilets, shavers, smart watches, and various other devices like cell phones and iPads are making their ways into the bathroom. Maybe to watch these videos. Here's the thing, electricity and water, they don't mix well. And different countries have varying suggestions and regulations for bathroom outlets. Just make sure to follow those. One mistake I see is not planning the reality of daily tech use. Those beautiful clean countertops in design magazines, in real life, they become cluttered with charging cables, devices, toothbrushes, whatever. My advice, Incorporating USB outlets or multiple plug outlets, even pop-ups within the countertops or storage areas can help put things away and make a huge difference in keeping your space organized and functional. Let's keep going, because here's a pet peeve of mine that drives me crazy. Poorly placed faucets that don't reach far enough into the sink. You know the situation when you're trying to wash your hands, but you're forced to press them up against the back of the sink because the water barely reaches past the edge. It's not just annoying, it's a poor design. This usually happens when people choose faucets based purely on aesthetics, without considering the reach and spout angle. For comfortable use, your faucet should ideally deliver water to a point between 1/4 and halfway into the sink, with the flow directly over the drain hole. You want to make sure it's in a good spot because of sound and splatter. The same principle applies to a shower head and vessel sinks. Nothing's more frustrating than having to do a half squat to rinse the shampoo from your hair while fixing your shower head's position. It can all be complex and expensive. Replacing a sink faucet, relatively straightforward. Most have an individual shut off under the sink and can be done by yourself or even by a handyman. Another thing is, when it comes to bathrooms, durability isn't just about choosing materials that look good, but they need to stand up to constant moisture and wear. A common mistake is trying to save money on fixtures and finishes that get heavy daily use. The old saying, buy cheap, buy twice, is so true, especially in bathroom design. This applies to everything from toilets and faucets, all the way to contractors you hire for the installation. Choosing reputable brands and experienced contractors might cost you more initially, but typically saves you money and headache in the long run. And another crucial consideration is the water resistance of the chosen materials. While materials like marble and wood look stunning, they require regular resealing, and in contrast, materials like porcelain or ceramic tile, often better with water resistance and more budget friendly. Sometimes it's better to fully tile a room in a less expensive material than partially tile it with a more expensive option. Finally, let's talk about what I consider the biggest mistake of all: rushing through a remodel without taking advantage of the unique opportunities it presents. Your bathroom remodel is a rare chance to create something truly special, and it's worth taking the time to get it right. During a remodel, you have access to space between wall studs, creating opportunity for built-in niches in shower areas, and for soap and shampoo storage. You can install recessed medicine cabinets. You can put electric under the floor for heating. Now you can place the shower valve in a place where you don't get wet when turning on the shower. All these features you can't easily add once you've finished a remodel, so it's worth considering them during the planning phase. Take time to research and invest in features that offer the most bang for your buck. The future will thank you for it. By steering clear of these common mistakes and using these smart fixes, you'll create a bathroom not just stylish, but actually works for you in everyday life. After all, this is a space you use daily, so why not make it the best it can be? What other interior design construction mistakes are you curious about? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe to Built by Becker, and we'll see you on the next video.